So yeah, hi everyone, welcome back to our daily LeetCode challenge series. So today is 71 and today we are going to solve LeetCode problem 3740, minimum distance between three equal elements 1. Okay, so this is also an easy level problem. So let's see the problem statement first. So you are given an integer array nums, a tuple I, j, k of three distinct indices is good if num of I is equals to num of j and num of j equals to num of k. Fine. The distance of good tuple is absolute of I minus j, absolute of j minus k, and vice versa, where absolute of x denotes the absolute value of x. Fine. Return an integer denoting the minimum possible distance of a good tuple. If no good tuple exists, just return -1. Fine. So basically we have to find that three index and their sum. That should be our basically answer, right? So in example 1 we have given this array. Here we can see the good tuple is 1, 3 and 4. So based on this we are doing this summation of the difference, and it is equal to 6, so we are turning 6 here. And similar in example 2 we have similar 1 in this case and 2 in this case having the tuple present, and we have to check the minimum one. So for in case of 2 we have good tuple because its sum equals to 8, which is the minimum one, right? Because we have to return the minimum possible distance of good tuple, right? Even in this case of 1 it is 10, and in case of 2 it is 8, so minimum is 8, then we are getting 8. Fine. In example 3 we have only one element, so anyways tuple is not at all possible, so we are returning -1. So in case of no good tuple is present, we have to return -1, right? Fine. So constant we have given n and num of length can be vary from 1 to 100. Fine. And num of I can be ranged from 1 to n. So mostly it will be within 1 to 100 only, right? So as there is no constant is given, like we can't do, so it is tuple question and we have to find that 3 index. I'll go with the normal brute force approach here, which will not take extra space, right? So what I'll do, will have to iterate on all 3 index at a time. 3 pointer will iterate and find this combination. If num of I is equal to num of j and num of j is equal to num of k, that means we have that good tuple. We'll find it out the sum of that one. If this is minimum, then we are good to return that value, right? So let's start. So what we'll do, we'll first take sum equals to integer dot max val, right? So anyways we are going to get the minimum ones, that's why I have taken max value. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll take one boolean to keep track whether we have got or not. So let's say boolean found equals to by default false. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll run the loop starting from int 0 index. It should go till nums dot length and I plus plus. Similar way I'll go with int j, that second our setting next, that should start from I plus 1, like just next value. J should be less than nums dot length and j plus plus, so will increase by 1. And third one will be k, that will be equal to j plus 1, like 1 after the j, right? Then j will be also less than nums dot length and k will be less than nums dot length, right? And k plus plus. Now here I'll check this condition normally. So nums of I if equals to nums of j and nums of j is equal to nums of k, That means all three we have the good tuple we have found here, right? Now what we'll do, we'll take the sum and take the minimum one, because anyways that kind of possibility we have the multiple good tuples here, we have to find the minimum one. So in order to do that, I'll take the min here, and in sum we'll compare with the previous one. So here we have to do the minus of the indexes, right? So in order to do that, I'll do mat dot absolute of I minus j plus mat dot absolute of j minus k plus mat dot absolute of k minus I, right? It's given 1 k minus I. Fine. So whatever sum we have got from this, it will compare with the previous one, right? And it will update that part. So once we found that, what I'll do, I'll make our flag found equals to true, that we have found some good tuple, right? That will be easier to track, like whether we have to return the -1 or not. So once this operation will done for all three elements till last, what we'll do now, we'll check if found is true, then we'll return our sum, basically means sum, else we'll return -1, right? So this is my approach. So basically this is brute force approach, and there is no constraint such given, so I'm going with this one. Okay, so let's submit and see. Okay, I've given sort from here, like it would be max dot value, right? So yeah, our test case got accepted. Now let's submit and see other test case here as well. So yeah, all 899 test cases got accepted, and yeah, it is beats 10% only, because we have gone through the brute force approach, right? And here if you can see, you can easily tell like time complexity is big O of and power cube, right? Because we are using 3 loops here, right? So like that is not a optimal solution, must say, but yeah, this is one of the solution that anyone can give. Another approach is, in that one mostly space complexity will be increases, because currently there is constant space we are using in this statement, so this is fine. There are another approach using HashMap, like we have to keep track the indexes and sum, right? Using HashMap we can achieve, right? So you can solve using HashMap as well, and just once solve this, let's take it the task. So solve this problem using HashMap and comment your code in the comment box, right? I'll review and just give it a like point on that, right? So yeah, that's all for today. Let's see your next video.